this video, we're gonna download Android Studios for a Flutter workshop. We will using Android Studios for writing all our Flutter code. Before downloading Android Studios, make sure you have Java JDK installed in your PC or desktop. So before downloading Android Studios, let's download Java JDK. So in browser, I will type Java JDK. So the first link you will see here is from oracle.com. Let's click on this link. So here we can see the latest download of Java JDK is of JDK 15, and here's the link to download the JDK. So this link has taken us to this page. Scroll down to this page and we will see the Windows into 64 installer. Download the .exe file and here accept the license and the agreement. Now download JDK. So after downloading JDK, here in our downloads we can see our .exe file. Let's click on it, and you can see now that our installation wizard has started. Let's click on next, and here we can choose the location where we want to save our JDK. I would change it to E drive, and I've already made a folder name Java JDK 15, and I will save it here. Okay, next, and installation process will start. So now here you can see that we have successfully installed our Java JDK 15. Let's close this tab. So now that we have installed Java JDK, let's go to the folder we have installed it. So I have installed it in E drive, Java JDK 15, and here you can see all the files related to Java JDK. Now we need to set some environment variables for our Java JDK. So type env in your search bar and go to edit the system environment variables. Click on environment variables, and in under the path variable add a new variable, and the variable will point till bin of our Java JDK. Control C and new, Control V, and then click OK. Now we will add two more system variables. So click on new. The first variable name will be Java underscore home. Make sure you write everything capital, and the value will point up till Java JDK 15, not bin. Control C and Control V, and then click on OK. And now we will add another variable. Click on new, and the variable name will be JDK underscore home, and it will point up till bin. Here I will copy the path, minimize it, and OK. So now that we have set our environment variables for the Java JDK, and now let's go to command prompt to check if it is installed perfectly. Type java -- version, and you will see something like this. That's a Java 15 version. So now we are good to go to install our Android Studios. So now that we have installed Java JDK, we can install Android Studio. Here you can see that I am on Android Studio official download page. The link for this page will be given in the description. Click on download button. Just check this terms and conditions and download Android Studios for Windows. Here you can see that download have started, and since it's a big file, it will take some time to download, but I will cancel it here as I have already downloaded it. Here you can see my download. When you will click on this .exe file, you will be prompted some Android Studio setup like this. Here click on next. Just check mark this Android virtual device, then click next. Here you can change the location of the file or the location where you want to download the Android Studio. I will change it to this PC, E drive, and Android, the folder that I have already made for this. Then click on next. Just click install. So it will take some time to download. So our installation process is finished. Now let's click on next and finish. Now it will launch Android Studio for us. As we are installing it for the first time, just click on do not import settings. The config or installation folder is for the ones who have installed it earlier. Let's click on OK. And as you can see, our Android Studio Setup Wizard has been launched. Process and then click on next. So you can see there are two install types. One is the custom one and other the standard one. So for the beginners, I would recommend the standard one, and it's also recommended by the Android Studio. Click on next. Now we can choose our UI theme. Like some developers prefer the Dracula one, or others prefer the light. I will go with the light one. Click on next, and these are some of the tools that Android will be using. You can verify them in the settings. Uh, I don't have any problem, so I will just click on finish. Now it would be downloading all the tools that you were seeing before, and you can see the details of them. It will take a lot of time to download, like around 15 to 20 minutes or more. Now you can see our download is finished, and now let's go to the folder where we have saved our Android SDK. So here we can see that it's in C user username app data local Android SDK. Okay, let's click on finish, and you can see this Android Studio window. Let's minimize this for for some time. So here on in this PC, go to C drive, users, username. Here you will find app data. Since it's a hidden folder, so make sure that in your view you have checked this hidden item setting. And now go to app data, local, Android, and SDK. So this is our SDK path, and now we will be setting some environment variables just like we have done for our JDK. So let's open the environment env, edit the system environment variables, click on environment variables and add a new one. Here we will be adding Android home it underscore home, and the path will be up till SDK. Let's paste it here. Okay, and now we will add another variable, that is Android SDK root. Android SDK root. I missed the underscore. Okay, now path for this will also be same up till SDK. Okay, now we will edit the path variable here, edit, and we will add the sorry, and we will add the path up till one till platforms. Control C, new, Control V. Okay, and other till Android tools, platform tools. So here are platform tools. Control C, path, edit, new, Control V. Okay, okay, and okay. So that now we have set our path variables and all other environment variables. Now we can download Flutter. So now that we have set up Android Studio in our system, let's download Flutter. Go to your browser. In your browser, type Flutter. Go to this installation link, uh, install for Windows, and here you will see the installation guide. So let's start. For system requirements, you need operating system Windows 7, disk space 1.32 GB, and the tools that we will require are Windows PowerShell that comes pre-installed Windows 10, and Git for Windows. So to install Git, go to this link and just click on this link, and it will download .exe file, and then just click on next on the setup, and you will install Git for Windows. As I already have Git, so we will continue. Now let's download the Flutter SDK. So as you can see, it's a zip file. We just need to extract it. But to extract the zip file, it's written that extract the zip file and place the contained Flutter in the desired installation location for the Flutter SDK. For example, C src Flutter. So in my C drive, I've already created this src folder and the Flutter folder. Make sure you have already created these two folders. Now it's taking some time. In my download folder here you can see here's the zip file. Let's cut it from here and paste it in the folder that Flutter said. Flutter paste, and let's extract it here. Extract here. It's extracting the files. So now that we have extracted all the files, let's get back to installation guide. Now it says that we need to update our path variable up till Flutter bin. So let's see where is this bin folder. Okay, here we got a bin folder. Let's copy this path and we will setting the path variable just like before. Go to edit system environment variables, under the system variables, go to path, edit, new path, paste the path. Okay. So now that a path variables also contains the path of the Flutter, open a command prompt and let's write value Flutter version. Since it shows no error, so this means that a Flutter SDK have been installed perfectly. Now let's get back to our installation guide. Now it says that run Flutter Doctor command. Okay, let's run this command. Flutter Doctor. Taking some time. Okay, so now it says that Flutter SDK has been installed, but Android tool chain here, Android license status is unknown. We will get back to later. And in Android Studio, Flutter plugin is not installed and the Dart plugin is not installed. So first let's install these plugins. In your Android Studios, go to configure, plugins, and here in the marketplace, just type Flutter. Here you will see the Flutter plugin install. Okay, it says using third-party plugins may involve a plugin vendor processing. Let's just accept it. The Flutter plugin required Dart plugin. Yeah, of course, we will use Dart language for Flutter. So it will take some time, I guess. Okay, it's done. It says restart your IDE. Click on restart. If anyone of you had started making project in Android Studio, you will find this in file settings, and then the plugins option you will see. Just click on the plugins and you'll see the same window as we were doing before. So now that we have installed the Flutter plugins, we are seeing a new option saying to start a new Flutter project. But let's just close it for time. Close the command prompt also and open a new command prompt. And in this command prompt, let's run Flutter Doctor again. Okay, so now you can see it says that Android Studio is also set up properly. For the Android toolchain, we can see here Android license status unknown error. For some of you, this error might be showing, and for others, some other type of error will be showing. So those people, I would like to put them in B category. So first, let's solve this. Go to your Android Studio, configure, and then SDK manager. Then in the SDK tools, hide obsolete package. Just make sure that Android SDK tools is being checked and installed, and also the Android SDK command line tool is checked and installed. Install it. Okay, and it asking for installation. Okay, accept, next. It's installing. Now we have installed the Android command line tool. Let's just finish this and then just close it. And then if you write flutter doctor again, so it's taking time. Okay, so now here we can see another type of warning, some Android license not accepted. To resolve this, run flutter doctor Android license. So the people who are in category, you might be seeing the same thing. You just needed to copy this command, paste this and run, and then accept all the license agreement that will be showing. Click on Y, enter, Y, enter, Y, enter, Y, enter, Y, enter. Okay, there are a lot of Y, enter. Okay, so now all the SDK package have been set up. Now again run flutter doctor command and taking time. Now we can see that connected device. Okay, that we will connect. We will not be connecting any physical device. And you might also be seeing the VCS code not installed. Since we are doing this workshop in Android Studio, so just make sure that all these three are tick marked. Visual Studios is not necessary for this workshop. So now that we have set up everything to start with Flutter, now let's create a demo project. Click on Start a new Flutter project. Click on Flutter application. Next, here you can provide the project name. I will leave it the default. And Flutter SDK path, you just need to browse it. Either you can download it, or you, since we have downloaded it to, so we will just browse it to the path where we have downloaded Flutter SDK. Then click on OK. Just leave as default rest of the things. Click on next and then finish. Now it will build a Flutter project for us, and it might take time for the first time. So here you can see that Android Studios have built a Flutter project for us, and it had already made a demo project kind of thing, demo app for us. So we won't touch it for now. Now, as we click on the run button, it will say no connected device found. So now we will connect a device. So go to this AVD manager icon, or you can find it in tools, AVD manager. That stands for Android virtual device. Create a virtual device. uh, and now click on the device that you want to select. You can choose any of the device, and just make sure that they have a Play Store icon like type on them, that I would much prefer. So I will choose Pixel 3 and then next. Now it's saying to select download the Android version. I would download the Oreo. click on download. It's downloading the. Now we have installed the Android version that our emulator, or you can say our virtual device, will be using. That's Android Oreo. Now let's click on finish. It's reloading it, and then select Oreo. Click on next. You can give any name to your AVD device. I'll leave it at default. Then finish. And now you can see it's creating an Android device, and here our Android virtual device has been created. And just click on run. It's already running. You can close this for now, and here you can see our virtual device is starting. And on this virtual device we'll be running our apps. You can also use a physical device that you can connect through the USB. Just make sure that the USB debugging is on. That's in the developers option that you have started in the settings. But it is taking some time to start. So let me introduce to the Android Studio. So on the left you can see its project panel. Here all the files related to your project are here, and on the right side it's assistant that telling us about the Android Studios. You can minimize it, and here's in the main.dart file in which all our main code is present. We'll be running this code on our emulator, and this code is generated by the Flutter itself as a demo code to demonstrate us. You can make changes here, and in the workshop we'll be making the changes in the same code. So Android device is starting. Now that you have set up the emulator, it's time to add another environment variable that would be a JRE variable. Uh, Up till now you were seeing that we have to go to the AVD manager, then start the emulator manually. But after adding the JRE variable, you can see the option of this Android SDK build over here itself. So let's go to the folder where we have installed our Android Studios. For me, that's E drive, Android, and click on JRE and copy this path, close it, and then type env edit system environment variables. It's here, environment variables, and add a new variable under system variable that will be a JRE, and then add the variable path. Okay, okay, and okay. So now if we close our emulator, you see the option vanishes from here. Now as we click on this arrow button, you can see the option for the emulator. Just click on it and wait for some time, and the emulator is started. So wrapping up everything that we did till now, we first downloaded Java JDK, then added some environment variables and added the Java JDK to our path. Then we installed Android Studio, and then with Android Studio we installed Android SDKs also. Then we added some more environment variables and path to a path variable. Then we installed Git for Flutter. That's important. Then we added Git to a path variable. Then we installed Flutter SDK to that src Flutter folder. And then we unzipped our files, and then we added Flutter to our path variable. And then we added some plugins in our Android Studio for Flutter and Dart. Then the last step, we need to set up an emulator to test our Flutter apps, and we have AVD manager to do that. So we downloaded an emulator, or you can say a virtual Android device on which we run our Flutter app. So that's all for the installation, and this was a lengthy process, but I assure you that building apps on Flutter is really fun and easy. Thank you.